Sports. Hi there, everybody. Thanks so much for joining us. You picked a fun one to tune into. Both teams riding 2-0 starts here. One, we'll get the turkey and move to 3-0 as week 3 gets underway. Returning it from the 4. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. So here's their offense, taking over for the first time here. And we'll get a look at their signal caller playing in his 7th season.
Two numbers that a lot of people were focused on from his performance last week. That would be 3 and 0, as in touchdowns and interceptions. That's a quarterback who was efficient, aggressive in the right spots, but he took great care of the football. And of course, well, he cares less about those two numbers. He's more about the alphabet, like that letter W, picking up the win in that ball game.
Big gain, 14 on the play. And that gives them the first.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Going to the ground again on first. And this one doesn't go far. Now we'll take a moment to check out his numbers on the ground from a week ago. Second down now, 7 to go. Back to throw now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
All right, first sack on the board and the first drive as a defense. And now, well, now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin because we know pressure leads to sacks. And sacks in this league often leads to wins.
And he's brought down for a loss.
Not terribly complicated on this one, just not the third down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the first, and apparently, little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all.
They're out now, ready to punt it. And this will bring a drive that had some promise to a disappointing end. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. And he's brought down before the return gets far. So here comes this offense as they get set for their opening drive. And bringing them out someone this defense is really going to have to keep an eye on, this mobile QB.
You know, Kate, sometimes they say great quarterbacks are like great point guards. And much like we measure point guards in basketball with the assist-to-turnover ratio, and you love a 3-to-1 assist-to-turnover ratio that will win you ball games, same with quarterbacking. 3 touchdowns, 1 pick, and a big old win last week.
He keeps those feet in and makes the catch. Now here's a look at his production from last week and the part he played in his offense's victory. Second and 3 now. From the 32. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Second and 12 behind the sticks. Catch is made down the right sideline. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And they're going to have a first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Motioning him from the slot right. Pass play on first and 10. On target to Jackson. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
At the 45-yard line.
They'll throw it. Has him on the quick hitter. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. 3rd and just 2 to go.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
A little touch pass here, trying to move the chains. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Kate, it was such a privilege for me living up in the Pacific Northwest and covering the Legion of Boom. And when I see a play like that, all I see is number 25. Richard Sherman. Yeah, he could run his mouth and he could talk with the best of them, but he walked it with tackles just like that.
Now this one, not much of a chance of it staying in the field of play. They'll mark it out at the 13-yard line. Their offense headed back out for its 2nd drive of the contest. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. He's got a man left. And he'll get this up to the 18-yard line.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Short pass brought in. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Brought in right side. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. New set of downs for him at the 38. Throwing it again here. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. Hang on now. Looks like we've got an injured player out there and in need of some aid. So we'll step away briefly as they work on him. They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down. Another try following the sack. Looking for a target. Finds a seam down the middle. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Escapes the pocket. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Now hold on a moment, folks. You got a player in some discomfort after that one. He's going to receive some assistance as we take a brief timeout. 1st down, ball at the 36. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he'll work a little room down to the 29. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4. From the 29. They get to him and bring him down. We've got a break in the action. Looks like someone was shaken up on the play. Medical personnel out now to attend to him. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Here's a throw. Out to his wideout. It's a screen. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that one's going to get them on the scoreboard.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So here comes this offense for its 2nd series of the game. They struggled to produce on that last series, but better results ahead as they take possession here. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They kick the running back in motion. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. intercepted. And he adds some yards to the pick before they bring him down.
Hey, listen, when you're throwing down the middle of the field, you have got to be crystal clear in your vision. There are so many defenders that can get into those zones. That might be a case of the QB there trying to do a little bit too much and certainly didn't see the defender who comes up with the big interception.
Here comes their offense out again. They're already on a modest little winning streak here, currently in position to stretch it to 3 games as they take the field again. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Throwing off the play fake here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And a big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Hey, look, beyond having to pick yourself off the ground over and over again, all of these sacks in this first quarter have led to so much disruption. Kate, what do offense look for, especially early? Get myself into rhythm. Get myself into a tempo. What do defenses want to do? Wreck all of that, and that's exactly what this defense is doing.
Here's a give up the middle. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And they bring him down after the pick and decent return. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks him up, gets it right back for them.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked our guy off, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up.
Back out runs their offense. And this drive, Brock, hopefully longer than that last one. They were only out there 1 play before they were picked off.
Kind of a good chance right now to see how risk-averse these guys are offensively. A lot of game left. They could give the passing game a little breather and start this one on the ground.
Hits his running back. And they take him down at the 24-yard line. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
At the 24-yard line.
From the 24. Complete out to the right.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
We're back, and we'll join this drive already in progress to begin quarter 2. They start out with 3rd and 4. Pass play now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
The best defensive ends in the NFL, they don't need to win sustained battles to get home. Nope. Sometimes, Kate, all they need is one quick move, and they're into the backfield blowing it up.
Looking to return from the 29. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. That one scored as a massive 67-yard effort. And they're going to take over possession. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. 2nd and 3 now. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead, did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. Finds a man right side. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And there was nobody down there to get it. Punt hit at the 7, but continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Now outruns their offense to take over. And coming off a 3-and-out, Brock, they really need to build some momentum from the ground as they try to get on that scoreboard here. Play action on first down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 16 at the 14-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And it's a minimal gain here. Only gets him to about the 14. They pick up a single yard, still well behind the sticks for this third down. Back now, pressure on its way. Bails out of the pocket quick. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there. That played good enough for a first. They got 24 yards on the play. And they'll have first down.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Handoff now out of the gun. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 41. Looking right, and he finds him. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And it'll give him a first down.
At the 45-yard line.
Now we're on the counter. He breaks a tackle. And it's a nice gain on the run, aided by that broken tackle. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 38. Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I'm sure Coach, a play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
To the air now on 1st and 10. Has it at the 7. And that is a touchdown. There sure was a lot of trust on that play, Brock, and he proved worthy of it with that end result.
Yeah, good old receiver. Someone who just knows how to get it into the end zone is worth his weight in gold to a QB. And on that throw, there was trust there that he had a shot to find pay dirt.
Kicking unit comes out for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And these guys take a 4-point lead. Following the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The offense headed back to the field. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Now a give on the counter. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. From the 32. Oh, and the rush is too much. He's taken down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
That is now the 5th sack this offense has had to endure in the first half alone. We're on a double-digit pace here. And I'll tell you what, I know how these defensive coordinators work. They can feel the blood in the water. They are not going to stop getting.
And they get to him again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down.
Goodness gracious, this quarterback is taking an absolute beating in this first half. You better have some ice for him ready at halftime. I'll tell you this, Kate, it has been a brutal couple quarters, and if you don't start protecting the quarterback, this guy may not make it and even finish this game.
And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. That punt gets up to 59 yards. And they'll get ready to go on offense. New set of downs for him at the 38. Back to pass on 1st and 10. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. He picks up 15 on the play. And it sets up 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips, cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
To throw here on 1st down. And this throw is knocked away, incomplete.
You know, that is so hard to do. It's called body control. Great positioning to swat the ball away, not go through the receiver, no penalty flag. He's got the body control and, more importantly, the timing to knock that ball away.
2nd and 10 now. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that'll be a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
That's the 2-minute warning in what has been a defensive battle. 1st down, ball at the 36. Still sticking with the passing game. Hits him on the in route. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4 at the 30-yard line.
Empty backfield now. The running back motions out left. Completed to his running back. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
They are throwing it again. Catch is made in close. Touchdown! So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Setting up to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And his guys drive their lead to 11. And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. Has this at the 6. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. They take over on offense now pretty late in this first half. And down a couple of scores, Brock. They probably try to get this into field goal range to trim that lead before halftime. They'll throw on 1st. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled for a short gain. Offense at the line, but they won't snap it. We've got a timeout. Here we go, 2nd and 9. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
No luck finding his receiver that time. And now they're staring at 4th and long. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Nice kick there. It's a punt of 53 yards. And it's going to be their football coming up. This offense getting to take the field one more time in the half. And it looks likely they'll carry a 2-score advantage into that locker room. Throwing it to start this drive. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! Ooh, and they are lucky to get this one back on the recovery. We're at halftime here on Monday night. Now we're on to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman ready to bring us the EA Sports Halftime Report. All yours, Coach. Take it away.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone. This is the EA Sports Halftime Report. So let's get you caught up on what's going on around the National Football League. From there, we're off to check out another game. And as you see, they were winners earlier this afternoon. 38-24 was the final.
As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome y'all back for the start of our third quarter. Return coming from the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So their offense will have it first to begin quarter number 3. And they really leaned on that passing game in the first half, Brock. Let's see if that emphasis continues to start the third. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Well, very quick throw, but they couldn't connect.
I'm just going to say maybe not the guy you want to pick on in coverage on this particular series. Gets a hand on that throw and knocks it away. The next time, well, he could get 2 hands on it and take it the other way.
And he's brought down for a loss.
You know, Kate, during draft season, I was talking to an NFL GM, and he said, you know what, in time, we're going to realize tackles for loss are just as big a deal as sacks. Sacks get so much of the popularity. Tackles for loss, when you knock that offense backwards, I promise you, in time, you'll be keeping a closer eye on plays like that one.
A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Caught, nice gain left side. Into the red zone. He does it, touchdown. These guys grow the lead coming out of halftime. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just gotta ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
That one splits the uprights. And these guys push their lead to 18. After the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. Fielded at the 7. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The offense getting set to go. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. On 1st down, they'll run. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
Even with everything he racked up on that run, you could argue he deserved maybe a little bit more. That call was the perfect one to break for big yards. The only thing that saved the defense from a score was getting that contact to slow him down and eventually, finally, stop him.
Avoid some trouble. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate, when you put the ball in the air. How many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with the sack.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Tight end in motion right. Another try following the sack. And that falls incomplete. Just got a hand up on that to break it up. So now it's going to be third and long. Pass play coming here. Taking a deep shot here. Big gain downfield. And in for the touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
They'll set up here for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And his guys make it an 11-point ball game.
Visitors 10.
They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. Here's a return from the 7. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. The home teams are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And as we're reminded of some of the highlights of this game, his touchdowns ranking quite high among them. We're going to see 3 of them here, and if you're scoring like that, Brock, it normally means you've had a pretty darn good game. They've got first down from the 31. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Complete out to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
He's going to throw this one. He's got it over the middle. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Finds the in route complete. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Here we go, third and less than a yard. Back to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And that leaves them with a decision to make on 4th and short. Punter on now, and he gets into this one. So this one will go out of bounds, and they'll start the drive inside their own 30. The visitors back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. They got the job done there last time out. Still trailing by a lot, though, so they're going to need a repeat of that touchdown here. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling their running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Here's 2nd and 11. That's completed right side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 22 on that one. And it'll give him a first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's going to have this one down to the 43 on a good run. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2. From the 43. It is caught left side. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. They're set up at the 35 now. They go play action on 1st. Bails out of the pocket quick. He's going to keep it this time. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Throwing now from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Back to caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. Recovered by the defense. The 40. At the 20. And they'll return it for a touchdown. These guys capitalize on the fumble with 6. Great time to bring some extra pressure off that snap, and that made all the difference in getting that fumble and the defensive score.
I can hear it in your voice. I think you saw it coming. I saw it coming. I think even the crowd saw it coming.
Yep.
That quarterback did not see that blitz coming, and boy, did it pay dividends.
Now the PAT try coming up. Extra point sent right down the middle. And these guys push their lead to 18. Nice little energy on their sideline after that fumble return scored. And with plenty of energy, he'll send this one away. Kickoff taken at the 3. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. The visitors returning their offense and this running back to the field. They're running out of time to get this game into a more manageable spot, Brock. We've got a 3-score deficit, and we're in quarter number 3. They motion a receiver left. To throw it on 1st down. Completed over the middle. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. 1st down, ball at the 36. Lone back gets the handoff. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Looking slant route, complete. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Right up the gut. And the defense was ready. They got him at the line. Hang on now. Looks like we've got an injured player out there and in need of some aid. So we'll step away briefly as they work on him. On now comes their punter. And this is going to be his 4th effort tonight. Secures this at the 17. And he gets his offense some better field position here to start. It's up close to the 30. Now this offense getting set to work here. And taking a look at these highlights, Brock, just a reminder of the type of game that they have had throwing the football. It really has been the key to their success.
Yeah, they've just not only stayed on schedule here, Kate. Man, they've made some music, right? Great rhythm.
Yeah.
Not just ahead of schedule, but huge plays that followed. We've seen a lot of different looks and wrinkles throughout this performance, and it's been a joy to watch.
They'll throw to begin this drive. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And it sets up second down. He's dropping back to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Man in motion here. To the air, 3rd and long. Finds his man over the middle. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
He'll throw it yet again. He's got a man left. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. They get an even 10 on that play. And that'll give him a 1st down. Tight end going in motion here. They'll run here on 1st down. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. 3 yards on the 1st down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7. Only 1 quarter remains in our final game of the week. That's the end of the 3rd. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter. Second down now, 7 to go. Give now to the running back. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. Give him 2 yards on the play. It's going to be 4th down and 8.
It's 4th down.
Punt team on the field. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. The punt's away, and this one looking good. Angled this one for the sideline. The visitors and this running back headed back out for a new series. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Throwing from the gun here. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line. 2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 36. This one is hit by a defender and winds up incomplete. Great defensive effort to reject that one. And now they're going to face 3rd down. He'll look to throw. That one's cut along the left sideline. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Cut for big yards on the right side. And they get this down to the 28. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that gives them the 1st. They'll throw it again. Short pass brought in. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver.
And someone stepped in. It's intercepted.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful. Right? He's got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. In this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
Another drive coming up for this offense. Even though they've got a 3-score lead, still a lot of time left, so they're going to try to grow it even further. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They start the drive with Hall. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
The give here on 2nd. And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line. A gain of 4 for them. That sets up 3rd and 7.
Makes it 3rd and 7.
Throwing from the gun. Complete out to the right side. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
So a massive gain, and all of a sudden, we've got 1st and 10 inside the red zone. From the red zone now. And he makes the play at full extension. That's a touchdown. These guys keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
That one right down the middle. And his guys grow their lead yet again. Following the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. Has this at the 6. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Now this offense ready to head back out. They are coming off their 1st interception of the game. This drive now a chance to rebuild some confidence. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. From the gun, here's a handoff. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. From the 34. Flushed out of the pocket. He can run it. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. They gain 14 on the play. And they're going to have a 1st down. They'll try and throw it here. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something.
Well, I think you know the only thing redeeming about that play, Kate.
They got the ball back.
Yeah, well done. Yeah, they got the ball back, but a whole lot longer down a distance.
Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long. Trying again, following the sack. Short pass caught by his tight end. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Got to figure out this 3rd down here. Dumped off to his running back. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Awareness. Kate, you hear me and so many others talk about it a lot with quarterbacks, but it's critical for every unit on a football field. And for the defense right there, for having awareness of knowing where the marker was and to make sure that completion wasn't going to move the chains.
And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. And this one won't get close. They make the stand and force that turnover on downs.
You know, these fourth down plays are all about trust. You lean into what you do best. Unfortunately, with the lack of execution, you're going to throw that one off the playlist.
Their offense running back out now. They really had the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs, against the better defenses in this league.
And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that third down call that they had ready, well, they can stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
Here's the handoff. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards. That brings us to the 2-minute warning in San Antonio. These guys looking at a 3-0 start to the season. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Simple dive up the middle. And the struggles continue for him tonight. He's only able to get back to the line. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here.
It's now 3rd and 8.
Hall takes it straight ahead. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. 6 yards on the play gives them 4th and short. We'll see what they choose to do.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
So on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal attempt. From the right hash, a 49-yard look. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And that gives them a 28-point advantage.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Return coming from the 6. His return gets him to the 32-yard line before he's taken down. This offense making its way back out now. And they can really do what they want with these last couple of snaps afforded to them because the outcome already decided. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Play action on 1st down. Throwing the out route complete. And he got this close to midfield before going out. 1 play in, and already they're close to midfield. To throw here on 1st down. Makes the grab in bounds left side. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chain. So we have a pause here inside 2 minutes. All reviews come from the booth.
Previous play
they want to
is
take
under
one more
review.
look. So what we're all looking for here, did he secure the catch and maintain it while also getting both feet down?
Yeah, this is why it's a perfect look. This is why teams scout body control and field awareness for these pass catchers. For moments like this, he did not have much margin for error, and it happens oh so fast.
So they sent it to a second set of eyes in New York, and the call on the field is confirmed. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Oh, no, they get him yet again. And forget the turnover, Brock. They take it back for a Second time they've taken one back on him, Brock. First the fumble return, and now this pick six.
You know, I point this out to you every defensive meeting room we're in, Kate, when we sit down in these production meetings, and you can see their boards, right? These defenses keep track, and they know if they get a score defensively, their odds of winning through the roof. You get two, it's almost a certainty.
They'll try this extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And these guys continue piling on to this lead. A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. One final shot here. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And the pass is dropped. Fitting. That would be their final play of the game as we've reached the end of this one. So hard work rewarded as they take a well-earned win in this one. And they're continuing to survive among the final remaining unbeaten teams across the NFL as they're now up to a 3-0 start. And with Brock Heward and our EA Sports crew, I'm Kate Scott saying so long from this one. A nice showing here from our winners as we bid you farewell from San Antonio.